Thank you for having me. Climate change has a lot of implications for employment and labor markets. We have estimated that if countries go towards a low carbon and a circular economy, it's possible to generate 100 million jobs additional by 2030, but there is a risk of losing 80 million jobs. In the renewable energy sector alone, the estimate of this year is that we had 13 million people working in renewables last year. And importantly, on climate change adaptation, last year, the ILO, UN Environment Program, and IUCN did the first global assessment of employment in nature-based solutions. We find that today, 75 million people work in the so-called nature-based solutions, ecosystem restoration, rehabilitation, and there could be more job creation if investments in NBAs were to be raised. Well, green jobs is about promoting decent work, but decent work in ways that also help change energy systems, improve our transport systems, help with waste management. So it is a decent work that contributes as well to the environmental sustainability agenda. Well, first of all, this COP has many work streams that look at how climate change relates to social development and employment and labor market. There is a specific negotiation on a work program on just transition. There is a reference to employment issues, social protection in the discussions on loss and damage, and again on the global stocktake. So what it means is that the response to climate change is not tackling an environmental problem alone. It is about a major economic and social transformation. And that can happen in ways that will also deliver social and economic benefits. So the ILO is present at the COP. First of all, we're hosting a Just Transition Pavilion. So it is a space where COP delegates and others engage on labor social dimensions and the just transition. And so we hope that the outcomes of this COP will marry this climate ambition with job creation and social justice for everyone. Well, one important data is that climate impacts on millions of people around the world. Today, 4 billion people don't have access to social protection. We need to think of how to enable those people to be safe, have social security, so that they can be more resilient and face the climate shocks. So which means that raising the bar on social protection, providing skills so that workers that will move potentially from fossil fuels to clean energy can have the right capacities and the skills to enter new occupations will happen, and do that in particular for young people.